LGBT advocates are demonstrating after the death of Mexico's first non-binary magistrate, Ociel Baena.
An agent of the law, a very well-known lawyer, famous and also very involved in the struggle for diversity. The way they dressed, the way they expressed themselves, showed a different way of being and expressing oneself.
They were among the first to be issued with a non-binary passport this year. And weeks ago, Mexico's electoral court recognised their gender-neutral pronouns in a language with traditionally only 2 grammatical genders. Baena has now been found dead in their home along with their partner.
We have not found any other piece of evidence that would lead us to establish a third person entered the house. We also know the 2 people were a couple and they lived at that address.
According to official reports, it was a homicide or it was some kind of accident. Let's see first before we give any information. We have to know what is involved.
But Baena's death feels familiar to demonstrators.
The lives of the LGBT population are at rock bottom. Unfortunately, sometimes the governments silence us so as not to make much turmoil, since there have been a lot of killings of members of the LGBT population and of trans girls that have never been investigated. They're just shelved.
There's limited data on transgender homicides around the world. Human rights organisations are urging authorities to investigate if Baena's death was linked to their gender identity.
We are heirs to a struggle that Ociel inherited from us. We must not let Ociel's death pass in vain, and we must carry on the legacy Ociel left us. The magistrate would have said to us, do whatever you must, but let's not abandon the achievements we have already won.
What happens to one of us happens to others. We don't want anyone else to live through that again, and not one more person to lose their life to hate crimes.
The investigation continues. Loughlin Patrick, ABC News.